Hey guys, whatever guy is here. Let me change my glasses. These are the ones I like on my computer. They're bigger. They block out the light, the blue light. There's an official name for that. I don't remember what it is. Um, all right. We're gonna look some stuff up. There we go. I've been meaning to read this again, over and over again. Hey, Squirrel Sniper. Hey, Sniper. Um, my friend Jess, who was friends in real life, um, off of social media, we used to hang in the same circles decades and decades. We're talking 1980s ago. Um, hey, Marie. Marie says, great, I'm 5 minutes late. Actually, I just got started. So I was late. We're both on time then. Anyway, she's been here. You've met her on here, and she knows you from other um, places that what am I looking? Moderate. I wanted to say monetize. She would like to get in touch with you, but um, I didn't want to give her your information. Not that it's not that I don't trust her. It's just that it's not for me to give out without your permission. All right. Just a second. I was over hanging out with Mary's Gigs. It was a lot of fun. I was late. It's about 2 minutes late, maybe 3 minutes. I just the dogs out. So now we finally know who let the dogs out in the backyard. And I'm over here sitting on the like a bean. Simple says I just read. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I just read Jess's comment on my channel. Just a second. Sure, I'll speak to her. Amanda says, trouble is here. I don't find you troublesome at all. I find you rambunctious. Snipper says, how long have you known Jess? As I've been around since 2013. Well, we uh, we knew each other off of social media when we were kids. I'm a couple years older than her. Um, we hung in the same circles. I don't actually recall any contact with her, but a few years ago we reconnected on social media. We have lots of real life mutual friends off of social media. I actually taught her meditation um, about 3 years ago. She's going through a tough time. Both her and I um, have been caregivers for our parents, so we had a lot in common. So I wanted to help her out with some meditation. Once again, my cat is thinking her claws in my leg. Man, it says, hey, the squirrel. Simple says, she only said hi, but I had a feeling. Yeah, she's had some rough times lately. Michael says, so you guys, sorry I'm late. I was uploading the good story premiere for next Friday. Nice. Simple says, this is a small realm, really. Eric, that's the simple truth when we see the connections. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Brian. Brian says, I got a video of a bear waking from hibernation today. So amazing. Wow. I love seeing bears. Every couple of years, we get some wandering through. 2 years ago. One wandered right through my neighborhood. The nearest place we have a sustainable bear population is about an hour away. But every spring, when the mama bears have cubs or prepare to have cubs, they chase the yearlings away. So they wander around looking for new territory. They wander down here. They're not going to find it. Unfortunately, I would love to have them on a regular basis. Except for say aside Amanda. That's awesome, Brian. Cypher says Michael Burkeen, great sounds. Give me a second here, guys. All right. Where were we? Michael says, thanks, Squirrel. I found a website that allows me to use soothing music for free without any copyright claims. Thank goodness. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Cypher says, Brian, is that a indication of a soft winter now? Not for us. I'm north of Michael, or I'm sorry, I'm north of Michael too, but I'm north of Brian. We had an ice storm last night, and Tuesday night we're supposed to get another 6 to 8 inches of snow. Hey, Night Watcher, it's late for you. What are you still doing up? Night Watcher says, "Hey, you guys." Cypher says, "Greetings, Night Watcher." Michael says, "Hey, Night Watcher." Hey, Small Face, how are you? Our friend, it looks like no F's, no frills, no mercy. Maddie, he is live streaming right now. I think Jamie Brown is live streaming. The Grumpy Sapper was live streaming. So just to let you know, I am not the only show in town. We got some other people who are up doing their thing. I don't know if Maddie is doing the aquarium. He is. So I'm going to leave him up on another channel. Let him know that I'm supporting him. Man, my cat has been very pushy lately. Small Face says hi. Slipper says feeding Small Face. Michael says, yeah, it went from 70 degrees yesterday to 40 degrees today. Also, yes, to snow too before long. I try to be accepting of all weather, but I'll be honest with you, I'm ready for spring. Hey, Kat. Now what you says, I will sue this person in legal court. Oh, just read if it's in his basement. I think I have the prior legal claim to both of you guys. So, hey, Night Watcher, how's school going? that was a funny comment, Night Watcher. It's good to see you. Kat says, so Yogi and friends, I'm away home for break. Just stopped to say hi and drop the mic. Appreciate it. So it says July 2017 Night Watcher. Unfortunately, that recipient won't be enough. Someone stole my name idea. Michael says, "Me too, Yogi. My ankle fusion dislikes this weather." That watcher says, "Pretty good, good." Because you know what? Last year, well, I, last year in school, I know it wasn't your happiest time. Michael says, "Hey, Cat and Jack, be safe." Absolutely. Softface says, "Great shirt, Eric. Thank you." This is Palm Beach, and I don't remember who went. It wasn't me. Someone went to Palm Beach and brought me back this T-shirt. Might have been Mocha. Might have been someone else. Hey, Eric Point, what's up? Night Watch says, "Eric, I will pay you 20 smackles to back me up in court against Marie." Man, I can't go against Marie. I can't do it, Night Watcher. I can't go against Marie. Even though you and I go way back, my friend. Amanda says, "Eric, do you have a whiteboard?" I do not have a whiteboard. I like whiteboards, though. I talk about whiteboards all the time. Eric Point says, "Say small to Michael." 120 schmeckles. I don't know if I deal in schmeckle currency. So you think I have a price, Night Watcher? You think I can be bought? And you think that 120 schmeckles is my actual price? Let me think about it. Eric Point says, "Say the Night Watcher." Amanda says, "Say to Eric." How you doing, Amanda? Eric Point. Night Watcher says, "Yes." Hey, Dan. Dan, how are you? You getting some reps in today? Man, you've been putting in some big work again. Michael says, "Squirrel, the reason why I'm making these soothing sound videos is that where if my ghost story scare, the ASMR videos can relax you to sleep." It's a nice thought. I like how you put that together, Michael. Cypher says, "Just found Jay on Facebook, Eric." Awesome. I sent her your information too. Poor man says LP. Not what he says, Ray. Watch your back. I'm gonna hire some ops to get you for the name infringement. You both seem to be missing the obvious here. There was one doing burpees in his bedroom basement first before anyone else. Can you guess who it is? Let's see. Then it says, "Eric, have you seen?" I'm back. To let you guys know, it was not the phone buffering. It was actually me. I was buffering in real life. I was buffering in real time. It happens. This is what you guys get to look forward to when you're almost turning 60. You will literally start to buffer in real life. Usually, If that happens, if Mocha's around, she'll just slap me on the back of the head and it'll fix everything right up. She's not here right now. Nightwatch says DW means don't worry. Thank you for that explanation. So I saw that, yep, Dan was drawn. And he won the weight vest challenge. But no doubt, man, that was huge work. So far, Michael hasn't gotten any copyright claims on the ASMR stuff since I found this new site. Good. Eric says yes, he has. Dan says, yeah, that drawing's cool as hell. She's amazing, isn't she? You know what? She drew me about 3 weeks ago, and everyone was guessing. Every single person said Jace. No one said Yogi. No one said the other Eric. They all said Jace. Man, I forgot there were 2 Erics here. There's only one Eric here. Eric Lapointe. He gets the title. He gets the title of Eric. And I'm not even Yogi. I'm just a Yogi. Eric says, at least when it froze, he didn't look weird. I didn't look any more weird. I didn't look any weirder. Amanda says, thank you, other Eric. Well, now which one is that? Am I the other Eric? Kat says, oh my gosh, it's so awkward when we get stuck with your mouth open. It is. Michael says, Yogi, 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 come back to us, Yogi. I found my way back. It wasn't easy, guys. Now what you say, so drew you? It was trending. Eric Point says, trending drew me yesterday. I'm going to look for that. I think I missed that. Leo says, getting a special gift from Neo. Can't wait to unbox it. Nice. Are you going to do an unboxing video? I've never done an unboxing video. But actually, it would be an unbagging, as the stuff I get comes in bags. And it would be like, all right, in this bag, we got bananas. And in this bag, we have bananas. And then in this bag over here, we have some more bananas. Not what you says, I am the original person who drew Yogi. You are correct. Night Watcher was the original Just a Night Watcher doing burpees in his bedroom. And he was the original person to draw me. Way back. Man, everyone is stealing from Night Watcher. I will also sue trending. Oh my god, Erics are confusing me too. Yeah, we're a confusing bunch. Hey Chris. How are you, my friend? Beautiful live stream today. Just says, so Nature Eric Point says, hey Nature, I was lurking on both lives today. I was lurking on one. Hey Songhill. Be careful in the caves. I spent 2 days and a night in a cave once. Miller's Cave in Tennessee. It was pretty awesome. Everyone's saying hi. Amanda says, nothing. Eric, I'll call you the Eric Man, and Yogi is just Yogi. I am just Yogi. Let's see. Chris says, Red Eric M, how are you? I'm doing good. Hanging out with you guys. Nightwatch says it's a written rule, and all Erics with a C hate all Erics with a K. It's an unwritten rule. We don't speak of it, but it's implied. We all know it. It's been a feud for centuries. Good point. Says Nightwatch chill. who watch Super Bowl. What time's it start? I doubt I'll even be awake for it. I played a season of high school football, and I didn't even watch the games that I was part of. Foxy says everyone should support stopping green screen kids. Okay. If you recommend them, can you post a link for their channel and I will subscribe and keep an eye out for them. Nature Dog Realm says, I only buffered for a second. Don't know why I'm buffering so much. Michael says, I will let you decide which Eric I'm talking to. They know who they are. It's got to be the other one. I got a friend named Eric, but we call him Shaggy. I had a friend, this was back in the 90s, named Eric. We reconnected. Him and I were bar buddies. We reconnected on social media, and a couple years ago, he unfriended me because he had different political views. However, in the 90s, I was about 190 to 220 pounds, depending on what I was training for. I worked really hard to get pretty big. And this guy didn't lift at all, but he was about 6'7", maybe 280 pounds or so. So, of course, he got the nickname Big Eric, and I was Little Eric. You don't lift weights your entire life. You don't bulk yourself up to 220 pounds to get the nickname Little Eric. It's just not cool. Man, it's so Plains, great to see you again. Hey, Carl. Carl says, "Good evening, everyone." Carl, I missed your live stream. I saw that I was on someone else's live, and I was scrolling down the side, and I saw that you were live, and I clicked on it, but it was already done. You were already over. I apologize, my friend. Amanda says that was not a buffer, that was a hiccup. Yes, that was definitely more than a hiccup. Amanda says Plains was on my live chatting. It was cool. Carl's a great guy. Foxy says, be right back. Awesome. Yogi, you need a doctor about your chronic buffering. My grandpa on my dad's side buffered on his name, but kept going. Now he sounds like an Instagram voice filter. I will keep that in mind. If the buffering continues. Hey, Sab. Sab's Workshop says, just joined. Thank you, Sab. You got this was the gifted one, right? Someone gifted 10 memberships, which is Shirley did, which is pretty cool. Chris says, okay, Foxy. Eric Point says, I know so many Erics. Sab says, little Eric. Let's not have that catch on again, guys. Amanda says, now I got to get Yogi on my chat, on my lives, lurking. I would do my best. Our time zones have not worked out. Sab says, I know a guy 6'4", built massive, huge man. His nickname was Tiny. Funny how that happens. I did an hour's live stream. That's what I normally shoot for. I shoot for about an hour. Eric Point says, yes, I've been on Carl's live before. Yep, that was our friend Shirley. Gifted 10 memberships today. Not what you says, man, I'm unlucky. I didn't get a membership. I gifted 10 as well earlier in the month. I will get 10 more in March. I'd like to get you one, Night Watcher. You were here when I was trying to get monetized. Amanda says, don't know, Sab, you're the only green dude. Amanda says, me neither. You got a gifted membership, Amanda. Michael says, swung up to ADC to say hello. Yep, I was there as well. It's Lucid for Gold. Oh, 3 hours. It's a long live stream. Nice job. Big Point says, well, Carl, I didn't see it. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed you, Carl. The reason you're not green is because, let's see. I don't think Sab is a moderator, but watch this. Now Sab is a moderator. So I think that he will, I think that you will, I think he will change to be blue as well. Eric Point says, I just put the bell on for you, Carl. Nice. Yep, if you have a blue, you have a membership. I hope I can make the membership worthwhile for you guys. It was on the other channel. Nightwatcher says, Sab's workshop, you'll be too. This guy's give everyone too much power. Is it really power, though? It's the power to connect. Cap says, yay. Let's see. Yay. Yep. There you go. It's so fun to antagonize our friend Nightwatcher. Yogi, I swear to God, if you give more people mod, I will snap. You gotta mod up your friends. And it says blue is member, then what's green means member. Blue means that you are a moderator. So if you're just green, it means you're a moderator without, or you are a member without being a moderator. Eric Point says, if everyone's a moderator, then it's an equal playing field. And that's what Nightwatcher fears. He fears an equal playing field. Everyone is now elevated to the status of just a Nightwatcher doing burpees in his bedroom. However, Eric LaPointe and Nightwatcher and Squirrel Sniper have ultimate mod status. Mena says, okay, I think I'm still learning. Yeah, me too. Eric Point says, I mean, I'm a managing mod. I can mute their mods. Yes, you can. Don't let that power go to your head, though. Remember what Uncle Ben said to Peter Parker. With great power comes great responsibility. Sam says, I seriously don't mind if I'm a mod or not. It has its perks, like sharing links, though. Yeah, and that's the reason why I like modding people up, is so they can connect with each other. Archie says, turns up like done. Sure, video helps today. Thank you, Archie, my friend. Archie says, save brother Eric LaPointe. Man, it says, I'm gonna mute burpees. We can't mute burpees. He's always fun. He is always entertaining. You would miss out. Michael says, how you been, Seb? Nightwatcher says, have I ever done that? Really, Yogi? I think you have before, haven't you? Yes, you have. Eric Point says, hey, Archie brother. Amanda says, I still love you, burpees. Archie says, Dan Pierre, live stream host. Thank you, Archie. Have you guys visited Archie on his live streams? I was there a little bit today. Hey, Lucy. Lucy says, hey, everyone. Hey, Lucy has done the Yogi triple. Lucy was in this morning. She was in this afternoon, and now she was here this evening. Thank you so much. Night Watcher says Yogi, has Goldie and Flower been around? Yes, Goldie was in this afternoon, and Flower was in about 3 weeks ago, very briefly, just to catch up and say hi. I always appreciate when she does that. I always appreciate it when you do it as well. So, Night Watcher, Goldie, Flower, Eric LaPointe, Squirrel Sniper were in the golden age of just a yogi doing burpees in his basement. Lucy says, yes, here I am, and it's much appreciated, Lucy. How are the dogs? Michael says, I'm doing good, and I'm glad to see you too. Oops, Sab says to Michael, yeah, man, I'm all good, bro. I began my friends tonight. Got some food, had a shower, and cleaned some clothes. Nice. It's a good evening. Not what you says, I don't abuse power. I just go overboard sometimes. You haven't gone overboard in quite some time. Songho says they are just Yogi and his girlfriend legends. They are legends. That's true. Good point, Songho. Hey, Gravity. How are you, Mark? How are you? How's Joe? Mark says, hey, Yogi. Hey, Eric. Lucy says, energetic and hyper, as always. We wouldn't want him any other way, would we? Beta says, how's my poker doing? Hey, Pokemon. Michael says, if I'm not mistaken, I think I met Sab through my friend Steve on Nocturnal Frequency video radio. Yeah, that sounds like that type of connection for sure. Gravity says, I'm great. We're good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Had a good day. Had a good workout this morning. Jason and I traded reps. Always fun. Got in, did some running, did some walking, got my reps in, 2 sessions of yoga. Wait a second, Skits, love you. Let's see, did I miss Skits? Archie says, Eric Dunn, share video in my community. Thank you, Archie. Just, yeah, there he is, Skits. Good evening, Eric, you yogi legend. Hope you're well, brother. Hey, chat, you all a bunch of legends too. Much love to you all. Thank you, Skits. Skits, how are you? Nightwatcher says, I am one yogi adding another mod way from muting everyone right now. Just just kidding. You never know. We might get one more in. Mark says, chasing the reps. Amazing. Yoga amazing. You know what? It's always a bit of a challenge to get those reps in with Jace. Jace has never presented me with anything crazy. He knows that, right now my burpee sessions are recovery sessions for the kettlebells. But I know he likes to take it to the edge sometimes. Amanda says skits they're getting fat and Yogi Kitty getting mouthy. That doesn't sound like a Yogi Kitty. Hey, Monkey Man. Good evening, everyone. How are you, my friend? When's your next live stream, Monkey Man? Hey, is everyone subscribed to Monkey Man's Productions? Awesome channel. Michael says, Afin, Sab, I thought so. Wasn't sure. Had fun chilling with you. And Friday and Steve panel that time. Such a small world. You think of all the how vast social media actually is, and yet when you run in similar circles, you're bound to run into people you've met before. Let's see, guys. Slow down for Eric. I will need to start slow mo. I'll catch up. Man, it says Yogi Skits saw my live last night and early morning, and it was hilarious. Nice. I'm glad to hear Skits made it. Sounds like I'm the only one who hasn't made it yet. I need to get on over there. Surfer says, greetings again, Monkey Man. Around 8:30 tonight. Unfortunately, I will be in bed. However, I will try to catch it on the replay. Um, guys, I hope you're connected to Monkey Man Productions. Skit says, good evening, Squirrel, you wonderful person, you. Hope you're well, brother. Monkey Man says, Squirrel, good to see you again. Amanda says, okay, yes, Skits, your kitty beats up his sister for that boob. Something I did not expect to be reading this evening. Michael says, hey, LP, I got a ghost story premiere scheduled for next Friday morning. Nice. Michael is back in the game. His voice is recovered. Premiers pick up where they left off Friday morning. It says, hey, Michael, how's it going? Says he's feeling tons better. He can talk now. Skits his laugh and says, Amanda, I bet he does. Michael says, yep, I connected with Monkey Man Productions and our mod over there. Nice. Michael says, cool stuff. Yeah, very cool stuff. Skits says, sub to you last night, Monkey Man. I will try to catch you live sometime. Michael says, hey to Songhill. Nice, Michael. I can't wait. Zephyr says, greetings to gravity. Skit says, hi, Songhill. Glad to hear that, Michael. Michael says, or I'm sorry, Monkey Man says, I appreciate the subs, guys. I did the same. Y'all are phenomenal. Yeah, I got really lucky. Got a great group of people that come by to hang out. Eric Point says, if I ever find a cool ghost story about my town, Michael, I'm going to send it to you, and hopefully you can do something with it. I bet you'll find something, Eric. I think every town has at least one ghost story. At least one. Hey, MVP. How are you, my friend? He says, Eric gives us a thumbs up. Nice to see you. You're another one I saw live today. I did not get a chance to pop in. I apologize. I always try to stop in on yours. I always enjoy seeing you fishing. When it says no Super Bowl for me, I'll be streaming live and watching others. I hate football. I don't hate football, but I'm largely indifferent to it. Michael says, sure thing, Eric. We have some local ghost stories around here. Not so much in my immediate town, but on the outskirts of it. I live right next to Ellicott City, which is very, very old. 1700s. Lots of tragedies, lots of fires, lots of floods. Actually, just flooded really bad. It was international news about 3 years ago. Man, it says MVP Fishing. You guys subscribe to MVP? He is a great fisherman. Hey, MVP, did you ever make the fish stew? that you said you might make? Or no, it was soup. You were gonna make fish soup. Zap says, "Oh, life just got a bit better for me. Um, I replied to a guy offering me an allotment, a place where we can rent a plot of land really cheap, like 20 a year for growing fruit and veg. 20 a year, that's awesome." Sunga says they should show a Yogi Jace workout video for halftime show. That'd be something. Of course, those football players, no burpees. They do them a little differently than we do. MVP says, okay, warming up. No worries, caught 12. Well, it's a big day. Zap says, Michael, you changed your name. Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca, how are you? Mark says, we had a few in Wells, Sugarloaf, haunted town, haunted roads. Yeah, I would imagine Wells would have quite a few. I mean, it's an ancient country. I know you said you if I do a panel paranormal that you'd be interested in coming on. Michael says, in fact, I always ask at my end of my premieres if my followers have any ghost story suggestions, uh, to please drop them in my comments. Hey, Michael, would you go international? So if Mark, Gravity Core, if he dropped a something from Wales, would you do some research on that? Man, it says, hey, Rebecca again. Hey, Rebecca, it was good seeing you live stream today. That's the first time I've caught you live streaming. Let's see. MVP says, yep. Our 2 days, cats got the leftovers. Nice. Yeah, you said some people seem a little iffy on fish soup. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever had fish soup before. Michael says that way. That's my way of letting my followers know that I'm interested in hearing this source. Nice, Michael. Rebecca says, I'm good. Thank you, Yogi. How are you? I'm doing good, Rebecca. Oh, also, thank you for coming by the live stream with Jason and I today. Sniper says, Gravity Core, ever heard about the tsunami that hit Wales many, many moons ago? How long ago was that, Sniper? And it says, Burpees, can I mute you? I think he has too much power here. Let's see. Eric says, I would have some fish soup. Uh, it can't be too far off clam chowder. I don't know. The chowder seems like its own thing, you know? I'm trying to think if I ever had fish soup. I mean, I've had clam chowder. I've had oyster stew. Maybe I've had oyster soup, but can you count oysters as fish? Sniper says 1607. It was on the 7 mile high, but devastating. Yeah, I bet. I hadn't heard of that. Mark, have you heard of that? Sab says, Monkey Man Productions. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Michael says, yes to the Sab. The same to you, buddy. Eric Point says, I love clam pizza. Yeah, you and I have talked about fish on pizza before, which I'm all in. Here's the thing. I think if you like it, put it on pizza. Like I used to make back when I ate fish. I made salmon pizza, and man, did I get a lot of flack for that. But again, and I stand by this. If you like it, put it on pizza and it will be good. I don't care what it is. Michael says you had me at Pizza Eric, but philosophy at clams. Yes, we have had pizza conversations, extended pizza conversations, quite a bit. Amanda says I'd love to comment on that. On the clams. What do you have to say about that, Amanda? That watcher says, what? Clam pizza? Hey, Jamie. Jamie says, hi, Yogi. Hey, Jamie. You ever think about doing a video of you busking? I'd love to hear your voice. I'd love to hear your voice because, hey, Kathy. Kathy says I left you a message on Messenger. I will look at it 1 second because I like your impressions, Jamie. All right, guys, give me 1 quick second. Thank you, Kathy. Hey, Leo. Leo says, much love, Yogi. Much love to you, my friend. Kathy, thank you for the message. Michael says, I've already got a request for House of the Seven Gables and Bobby Mackey's. I haven't heard of Bobby Mackey's. Eric Point says, hey, Kathy. Mark says, 1607, a huge wave over 7 meters high, swept up on the criteria, 7 flooding the lands on either side. Wow. So you have heard of that for sure. Hey, Kathy, I'm thinking of doing sometime if I get the free version of StreamYard. Thank you, Leo. You get the Go Lentil Fund. So much appreciated, my friend. And it honestly does go to my lentils, that's for sure. The amazing Leo. I'm thinking of doing a paranormal StreamYard panel. For me, paranormal's interesting, but it's not my thing. But we have a lot of friends. You and Squirrel Sniper were the first ones. And I thought that maybe there's a lot for you guys to talk about. And I just would be bringing everyone together. I'd like to do a panel for so many different things. I'd like to do one, me and our fishing friends. And of course, so many people in the burpee community. Eric Point says, cool, Yogi. Point says, no problem, Sab. I thought I did the other day, but I guess not. Amanda says, see Peyton, I sub to you. Nice. Lucy says, hey to Sab. Tonga says, a good old pineapple on pizza argument. Yep, we've had that before. But again, my statement is, if you like it, put it on pizza. Once again, I just want to give a big thanks to Leo, Burpees and Chill. Leo, man, I watched Leo grow to legendary status from starting out, and he was fit, he was intense, but he was not the Leo that we know now. To watch him in that time truly become a legend, was an honor, was a pleasure. Eric Point gives a seat to Jamie. Jamie says hi to everyone. Amanda says it's 3:19 p.m. here. It is. Oops. I'm glad you said that. Reminded me to take my supplement. Michael says I still have feelings for the paranormal investigating field. I just got tired of waiting for something to happen, so I left to write about it. It was definitely a great decision for your channel. Songa says we should all eat more pizza, and vegan pizza is making tremendous strides. It's been some time since I've had one. I should sometime. Skid says, yep, it's late. Eric Point says, I want to try vegan pizza. Well, there's some pretty good vegan frozen pizza, but probably the best is I bet you could find a vegan pizza place in your hometown, Eric. Simple says hot dogs are on. Nice. And vegan hot dogs are pretty good. Songa says, is that with a whole meal? Let me guess. Skits is going to have mushy. Was it mushy? It was mushy or mushy? I don't remember. Mushy peas. Minute says, so Jamie, nice to see you here too. Four a.m. Probably not that late, Amanda, but you never know. Michael says, I never tried vegan pizza. It's a bit too tomato-ish. Doesn't have to be. Amanda says, I love meats. It has been almost 16 years since I've had meat. At least the fresh cheddar one was. Yeah, a lot of times, a lot of companies are still trying to find that balance, but more and more, they're getting better. Amanda says, laughing, skits, you and that damn chicken. Seb says, if you like mushrooms, I do like mushrooms. And want the texture of chicken. Try I can't pronounce that. Leia porus. So forest like a chicken hen of the woods. Oh, I have heard of that. It's beautiful, has texture of chicken, but is a shelf mushroom. I eat it often. Nice. I have not had that, but I have heard of it. Mushrooms are incredible, aren't they? Hey, Runner Boy. Runner Boy says, can you guys can I get you guys to help with watch hours in my playlist? When you can to get watch hours. Yes, most definitely. Let's get you to 3,000 by the end of February. Runner Boy is about to break into he's already there. 2,500 because as we know, YouTube holds 5 days. So that means under 500 they get him there. If anyone can just run a playlist a couple times a day, once a day. Man, did you see that Maddie, no F's, no frills, no mercy? He did his aquarium. He's not even restreaming. He's just like streaming his aquarium. He got 90 watch hours. Hey Eric, you were talking about monetizing over at Mary's. How close are you? I think you said last time we talked, were you at 17? Amanda says, Sabs, I love mushrooms, but a different kind. I used to love that kind too, way back in the day. Skits is laughing, says Amanda, I love it. I have chicken burgers, chicken bites, chicken steaks, just chicken in all forms. Michael says you can also use peanut butter as protein. I do like peanut butter. I don't eat a whole lot of it. It's been quite some time. Amanda says, Runner boy, I will be there. Uh, will you repay the favor yet? Runner boy says, I'm putting the walnuts in my breakfast, Yogi. Awesome. Walnuts are really good for you. They actually are great for the brain. If you are, Runner boy's young, he doesn't need to worry about it. But hey, if you have any type of Alzheimer's, dementia that runs in your family, add in oatmeals. Actually, if you've ever read any of the Blue Zone information, Blue zones are the places where people live into the 90s and 100 um, happily and healthily in greater frequencies than anywhere else. And there's blue zones all over the country, all over the world. Sorry. One of the things they have in common, nuts, handful of nuts every day, as well as legumes. Fish is common in a lot of them as well. That's why I have extra walnuts to make up for not eating fish. Sniper says, Sabs, yeah, it's a beautiful looking fungi too. We have it growing in our English shoes, which would be poisonous to each. Can it be confused with other types of mushrooms? Can it be confused with some poisonous mushrooms? Sab says, yeah, it's a, nope, I read that. Sab says, amazing, Amanda. Missed the season for Amentum or Psychosilbium. Skit says, I get up in the background now, RB brother. Nice. Thank you, Skits. Eric says, my town is considered a heart health town also. Oh, so you definitely have a vegan restaurant there, right? You have to. Runner Boy says, walnuts kind of look like mini brains. Well, there you go. That's the connection. Bennett says, I spent like an hour with you live, if you remember yesterday. Wow. Awesome, Eric. 2,000 watch hours. Way to grow. You'll be there before summer. I'm thinking by mid spring. That's going to be absolutely amazing that we can consider the official launch date for Eric Lapointe June 8th. And that you will have, man, who knows how many subscribers you will have by then. And you'll reach 3,000 watch hours. Who knows? Maybe even four. Um, you'll definitely be monetized in less than a year. Well done. I got to tell you something. It was a pleasure to see you grow your channel and how you did it. And you did it in such a personable and meaningful way. Steph says, spit the seeds out. Obs, my 6-year-old daughter, even knows these rules. I'm teaching her right how to forge. Nice. That's awesome. Kat says, no keeping track of the things you do for others. Absolutely, Kat. You're right about that. At a certain point, it becomes you don't even think that you're doing things for others. You're just doing things. You know what I mean? I'll say it one more time, and know many of you must be tired to hear me say it. Ramana Maharshi. when he was asked, how do we treat others? And he said, there are no others. That floored me when I heard that maybe 40 years ago. And um, now more and more, it's becoming an actual realization. Life has grown more and more beautiful. And the amazing thing is, there's some issues. There's some issues going on. Life is by no means easy or always pleasant right now, but it has grown more and more beautiful. Um, only way I can describe it. Man, it says my lives are at different times depending on if I want to do a live or not. How far behind am I? I'm sorting down at the bottom, guys. Sab says, sounds like a nice evening. Some reminds me, Michael, persimmon and hickory nut. Nice. Just say Marie doing burpees in her basement is back, and her basement is back. Michael says, outside my lean-to, I have a wild persimmons falling during summer and fall wildberry hickory nuts. Nice. Songa says, I miss puppy mommy. She will, I bet she'll be back tomorrow. She normally lies low on the weekends. Family time. Eric Point says, thank you, Yogi. Absolutely, Eric, and thank you. My channel is what it is largely because of you. Jamie says, I just Marie doing burpees in her basement. Sucker says, some great names like Penis Envy. We're talking mushrooms, right? Eric Point says, I heard some great names about portobello mushrooms, but it's not to be spoken of. Does that reply on what Sniper was saying? Runner Boy says, what other nuts should I get? I eat almonds every day and walnuts every day, and I have exactly one Brazil nut every day. Brazil nuts are one, they're heart friendly. They are high in selenium, high in a lot of minerals, and they actually are very good for raising testosterone level. So for a lifter, the thing is they're so packed full of nutrients, especially the selenium. You don't need more than one. Some might say you could eat. I've seen you could eat up to 6. I have one a day. I know people who say they've gotten benefits eating one a week. But it is really it's a power food for sure. Songa says, Runner Boy, macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are good. But my go-to, walnuts, almonds, Brazil nuts. Unless someone is going to make me a pie, and then it would be pecan pie. Or, as some might say, pecan pie. Sab says, where I do foraging courses down here near Hastings. I take around 10 people, go out for a 3-hour walk, and teach them loads. Most are about 20, 30 years old. 20, 30 years older than me. Man, I think foraging might end up being a very valuable skill to have in the upcoming decades. Jeff says, bro, come see me. Amanda says, Runner Boy, I can tell you what nuts what nuts to eat. Oh, I thought you might be able to. Man, it says what? I'm being good. You're trying so hard. That's what I appreciate you, Amanda. Seth says we got to meet up, bro. School sniper. Man, that would be a great meeting. Seb says, I don't even drink this stuff anymore. I have drunk alcohol for about 6 years now. Nice. It has been 26 years of sobriety now. Thereabouts. I actually decided not really. Seb says 27 years dry here, Seb. I actually decided, not to count days. I know many, many former drinkers who will tell you how many days, all the way down to the hour, that it's been without a drink. To me, that kept my focus on alcohol. And I was given the gift of sobriety, and I wanted to embrace it. I did not want to be linked to it forever, which is why at first I went to some meetings thinking it would replace the social scene of going to bars. I, hang out with people like-minded, but I couldn't stay in that premise of always focusing on the past, always focusing. If you need to do that, by all means, do what you need to do to be sober. But yeah, it was not for me. Maybe had I decided to quit drinking, things might be different. But I didn't make that decision. It fell to me to be sober. And I told this story lots of times. Don't want to bore you guys. I became sober in an instant. Over a decade of drinking left me, no looking back. It was like every single cell in my body went from a drinker to a non-drinker. That's the same scroll. Dad also taught me that too. I read the Growers Bible 6 times in my 20s. And you guys are, when I was young, I used to do all kinds of foraging. Michael says, I made homemade cough syrup medicine out of whiskey and candy canes and honey. It did the trick to get my voice back. Nice. It tasted like crap though. Hey, but it worked. Sap says, I truly do not like drinking anymore, nor can I sit with those who are drunk. It's just nice. You see the reason why when you watch others who are drunk. Yeah, when I quit drinking, I went back to bars thinking that, well, I no longer drink, but that doesn't mean I can't hang out, have fun. It actually did mean that. I could not hang out and have fun. It wasn't fun. And it amazed me in an instant. How could I spend an entire decade doing that? Cypress says, amazing Amanda. Yeah, those squirrels, I like them to up to a point. When I know song words up, it's about balance. I love all nature and the same level. Eric Point says, Sab, true. Skit says, you're not boring, Eric, brother. I love your stories. Thanks, Skits. I do try to be mindful of not telling the same ones over and over again, but I know I do. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Sleeper says, I just remember quitting instantly when I was 25. How old was I? 32, I guess. 32 or 33. Why it took me so long, I don't know. I kept messing up and messing up and messing up. I kept endangering other people, endangering myself. I kept disappointing every single person who was close to me. Girlfriend reluctantly broke up with me, sadly, because she basically said, I don't see anything coming of you. And she was right, had I been going down that path. Let's see, Seb says, The Growers Bible by George Savants is all about growing weed and all the fun stuff to do with it. tinctures, bubbles, hash, frozens. Nice. Michael says, they did not drink much. If anything, I'm not a big fan of alcohol. Sniper, isn't it amazing to be able to quit like that? And again, I don't know at the time if I would have been strong enough to grit my teeth and say, I'm going to quit. All right, maybe I would have been. Um, but I had no desire to quit that I knew of, at least. Amanda says, see y'all later. Have a good day. Thank you, Amanda. We're going to wrap things up in just a minute, too. Sniper says, tinctures are a must. Eric Point says, I like hearing the stories over and over again. When you hear things over and over again, sometimes you learn different things from the same story. Did a good point, Eric. Thank you for saying that. Zeb says, take care, Amanda. Stay true, stay strong, blessings. Skit says, what does tinctures do for you, squirrel? Michael says, same here, Eric. Thank you, Michael. It's the thing is, telling the quitting drinking story was a catalyst for a whole different life. I was going to say, I can't imagine who and what I would be right now. But here's the truth. I wouldn't be here right now. Had I kept drinking, I would not be here. As much as I was doing other things, as much as I was meditating, as much as I was practicing yoga, um, I was also sabotaging myself. Hey, T. T says, so, T, how are you? Snap says, tinctures can provide various health benefits depending on the herbs or compounds used. For instance, cannabis tinctures can help with pain, nausea, and inflammation. Skid says, you going, Amanda? Much love to you, my friend. Snapper says, if you've ever had abstinence, it's similar but different, not drunk. I have not had it. I've wanted to because it was the drink of artists, specifically the Impressionists, specifically uh, Vincent van Gogh. He was a favorite. I mentioned this the other day, how much I always loved Van Gogh, but specifically when I was younger, because his paintings have texture. They're so thick in the application of paint and vibrant. But as I've gotten older, I've come to relate more to Monet, the softness. And I think that's what life does to you guys. Life softens you up, and it should soften you up. Sab says, oh, abstinence. Now that's a naughty drink. In my 20s, had 4 shots. Didn't remember getting home. Amanda says, Squirrel, the Eric Man skits. B. See you all later on my live. Yep, don't forget, go hang out with Amanda. T says, I'm so relapsed with my health. I'm sorry, T. Eric Point says, hey, T. Lucy sends some love. Thank you, Lucy. T, let's do some breath work tomorrow. Michael says, I did 6 reps of squats today. The laying down and standing type. First time since I've been sick. I've been able to work out without coughing. Nice, Michael. Glad that you are on the mend. Sniper says, Saba had a cocktail flare in Australia in a year off in 1990 when I was 18 years old. Now that's a great start in life. Skit says, sorry to hear that, T. Sending all my love, friends. Thank you, Skits. T says, Swirl tinctures, what sort? Get a thumbs up from Erica Point for Amanda. THC, huge amounts. I don't think she said what time her live was going to be, or did she? Did she say 8:30? Or am I 8:30 her time? We're going to wrap things up in just a minute. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It was a interesting day. Seb says, Sniper, yep, I've done a lot of bar work in my youth. I was in Spain for full season, March to September, and was the barman. Interesting. Fun times. Yeah, I bet. I don't know, T. I don't know for sure. I'm just sort of. I think she said 8:30, but I could be mistaken. And I think she's 4 hours behind me. Sampa says Cosmic ordered swift recovery. Nice. Thank you, Squirrel. Yeah, T, we'll do some breath work tomorrow. Sampa says, hey to Jamie. All right, so we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to get to bed. Guys, I appreciate you coming by and hanging out. If you're going to watch the Super Bowl, I know Sniper's going to watch. She's staying up actually really late. Hey, Sniper, the only thing I'm looking forward to about the entirety of the Super Bowl is your take on it tomorrow. But for those who will watch, besides Sniper, enjoy. Eric Lapointe says another great live. Thank you, Eric. I could be wrong, so double check. Go maybe Amanda has posted something. As a matter of fact, you could probably safely assume that I am wrong. I just brought up her channel. We're gonna look real quick. I don't see any announcements. Amanda said, "Oh, Amanda is back." So everyone wants to know when you're going to go live, Amanda. Song that says, "Who you for, a sniper?" He says, "Amanda, I'll be asleep in 4 hours' time. I hope to be." He says, "Squirrel, were you watching just in case insomnia hits tonight?" Good says, "Thanks for the stream, Eric, brother. Take care, everyone. Much love to you all. Good night and sleep well." You too, Skits. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, my friend. All right. With that, guys, I'm going to see everyone, if you're around, tomorrow, 5 a.m. I will be here talking about stuff. We will be talking again, Course of Miracles, and maybe other stuff. So Amanda says I'll have live on Kittens in 30 minutes, and then my live at around 8:30 p.m. So yes, show up for the Kittens. Deb says, take care, everyone. Have a great week ahead. Much love to you all. Stay true, stay strong. Thank you, Sam. T says, Yogi, yes, breathwork tomorrow. All right. Back on it tomorrow, T, for sure. All right. Take care, my friends.